today we're going to be ranking all 151 shiny Pokemon. Finally, a tier list where Charizard could be S. We'll see about that. If you remember, some of my favorites are like, without any spoilers, like Electro, Aerodactyl. I love those shinies. Trashcan.jpg. We're going to start with the number 1, Bulbasaur. It is a green, all green shiny, but I like it a little bit more than the original Bulbasaur, who is like that forest green. I feel like it's somewhere in the A range. I think like the golden, yellow, orange color works actually better for Charmander than his original sprite, which is like that dark orange. And then I'm going to say Squirtle. This sprite doesn't do it justice. I think it is A because you can't see it on this sprite, but his shell's actually that bright green. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, so it's this green. I think they're all A across the board. Bulbasaur may be S actually. Next, we're going to do the middle stage evolutions. We'll start with Ivysaur. I'm feeling B. Ivysaur B. We'll do Charmeleon B as well. And then Wartortle is an A. Next up, Venusaur. I feel like it's actually an A. I think Venusaur is A, Ivysaur B, and that would put Charizard next. We all agree Charizard's S. This is one of those rare Charizard W's. And then Blastoise I think is S. I think Charizard and Blastoise are S, and we gotta do Venusaur a little dirty and put him in A. I still like him. He's just not S tier, I don't think. Yellow Caterpie I think goes B. I really like the rustic orange Metapod. I think that might be B, and then Butterfree I think is an S tier. Maybe Caterpie could come down to C. Next up we got Weedle. I think Weedle may be a trash can. They low-key like did him a little dirty there. And then Kakuna, I think maybe putting them next to each other is good. Metapod Kakuna. And Beedrill I think is an A. Alright, next up, Trash Can. Trash Can. Yeah, the Pidgey does kind of suck. Honestly, Pidgey might be trash too, because like it looks like they just overlaid him with like a yellow tone and they just called it a day. Gold Rattata. I was gonna put him in C because he's not as cool as like any of these guys. And then Raticate is slightly above. We can meet in the middle and we can put them both C. Next up, we'll do Fearow. I think that might be Trash Can and another Trash Can. I could put Ekans in C. Even though he is kind of gross like these colors, he's pretty far off from the original purple color. And Arbok, we haven't had like a Banff Pokemon in a while. I think this one might be A or S. I think S maybe actually. This guy is like, he's so perfect. Pikachu's up next. I think that's C. Not complete with little nice rustic yellow, but it's not that far off from the original. I'll put Raichu A actually. I don't think S is like where he should go. So Sandshrews green. Let's put B. And then we got another A, I think, in Sandslash. All of these are actually really sick because they swapped the colors. For some reason, they did Nidoqueen super bad on this one. Yeah, everyone's S, but Nidoqueen, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, literally everybody here is an S, especially Nidoking. We're moving this guy way up. Nidoqueen is like a C, you're right. But the next two, I think, are going to be a little controversial because they literally didn't do anything with Clefairy and Clefable except for change the ears. But I low-key think that's like kind of dope. I kind of want to settle on C. Next up, Vulpix. I kind of want a trash can Vulpix, low-key. And then Ninetales, I think, is like an A or an S. It's up here. Okay, just like Clefairy and Clefable, I think the Jigglypuff line will go in C. Zubat, he's not horrible. I'll put him B. And then I think Golbat's also B. I think he's like a high B. Let's put him way up here. Let's do the Oddish line next. Oddish, I'm gonna give a C. Gloom is trash. Vileplume, I think is B. Paris and Parasect. Paris, I'm gonna go B. No, yeah, we'll go B. Parasect is garbage. I think Venonat's an A. And Venomoth is a high A, low S tier. I kind of like Venomoth in S tier. And Venonat is like a high A. All right, Diglett, we'll go C. Dugtrio, C. Next up is Meowth. We'll do Trash Can. Blue Psyduck up in the S tier. On the opposite section, we've got Golduck way down in C. Mankey, we're gonna go, I feel like B is good. Primeape, Trash Can. And then we got the Golden Voice. We'll go Growlithe A. Arcanine S. Poliwag, Trash Can. Poliwhirl, he's like a lighter blue, but he looks very cool. We'll go A. Poliwrath, cool B. It's like in the middle. And then we'll go Trash Can for Abra. We'll go C, Kadabra. We'll go Alakazam is S. Machop, we'll go Trash Can again. Machoke is B. And then I actually think Machamp might be slightly lower than Machoke because he has that like lime green versus Machoke's like dark emerald green. And I think the dark emerald green just looks way more badass. Bellsprout, I think is C. They changed him slightly. It's like not really that great, but it's still better than the original. Weepinbell, we'll go C. Victory Bell is like, he's like a B with the blue. Tentacool is S. Tentacruel is A. Geodude, he's probably A. Golem is B, and then, or that's Graveler. And then Golem is probably probably B as well. Ponyta, S. Rapidash, I think is also S, just in a different way. Unfortunately, with Slowpoke, we are gonna have to trash can him. Pretty embarrassing how bad he is. And Slowbro is probably A. Golden Magnemite, I think is an A. And Magnezone, I think is an A. Farfetch'd is like a C. Doduo and Dodrio, I think is C. Seal, bad. Dugong, bad. Grimer, B, and Mach B. Shelter. Now that I'm like seeing some of these Pokemon, I'm kind of down to move like Metapod and Kakuna up to A. Like they're very good. I think we misplaced them pretty early on. S. Astley is an S. Haunter, I think he's like A. And then, yeah, we're gonna have to do this. Hold on. There we go. He's like so trash. He's like a dumpster. Persian belongs. Actually, yeah, fuck that. No, Persian does belong in Gengar tier. If there's a single Persian fan out there, drop a comment below and let me identify you and call you out, because I don't think I've ever met anyone in my life who's ever brought that Pokemon up when talking about Pokemon that they like. Okay, Onyx. We'll put C. Yo, Hypno and Drowsy go kind of hard, actually. Look at this. They're like that pink. I think they're A. I kind of like Hypno and S, actually. Maybe Drowsy, too. They're both really good. Actually, Hypno S, Drowsy A. What if their favorite's a Alolan Persian? Oh, you can just unsubscribe if your favorite's a Alolan Persian. We don't even want you. We don't want you around at all. Krabby. They did my boy dirty. Well, we'll put him in C. And in Kingler, I think they did pretty dirty. I think trash can there. And then we got the icons. These go way up here in S. Both of them, really. Execute, B. Executor, A. You may know Cubone is one of my favorites, but we're going to have to put him in, I think, Cubone C, Marowak B, and then we'll go Hitmonlee C, and then Hitmonchan is like an A. Lickitung, B. Coughing is A. Wheezing's S. We'll go Rhyhorn with the Rustic B. And Rhydon is trash. Chansey, I'm feeling like a B. And Tangela is pretty S tier. Tangela is up there. Next up, Kangaskhan, trash. Horsey is S. Seadra is A. Goldeen, trash. Seeking, trash. Staryu C. Starmie is A. I'm down to put Starmie A, actually. Mr. Mime is pretty A. So we got Scyther with the red arms. I think it's like a A or a B. I'm gonna put A. Jinx, A with the pink dress. Electabuzz, we're gonna go C. Magmar is an S. Magmar is straight S. Dude, there's so much going on in this tier list right now. I can't make it any smaller. Okay, so Pinsir. Pinsir is A. Tauros is a B. We got Magikarp, obviously S. S for Gyarados. Lapras, S. Ditto, S. Eevee, I'm feeling A. Vaporeon, S. Jolteon, C. Oh, Flareon. Here's Flareon so you can see what Flareon looks like. Trash. We got Ammonite, A. Amistar, we'll put A. Kabuto, I feel like it's only fair we put him A. Same with Kabutops. So here's where we got so far. And then here's what we have left. S. He's way up here. Snorlax, I think is up. Actually, he's like an S too. The change is so subtle. No, we'll put A. I feel like people will get pissed if I put him in S. The change is very subtle, but it's really, really good for him. Articuno is trash. Zapdos is C. And then Moltres, we're going to put up in A, S, A, S, S. Okay, so Dratini is obviously S. Dragonair's S. And then the other disappointment of Gen 1 Shinies, I moved Dragonite to trash because I think he's a Gengar tier. Mewtwo, I'll put S. Last is Mew, he's also S. Bam. Really appreciate everybody for sticking around and helping out with the tier list. And I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, big dogs.